Baby, donde tú quieras, yo paso a buscarte. Tú espérame afuera, pa' si no ya.
Hello guys, welcome back to Max Reaction. How are you doing today? You having a good day? I don't know, I'm having a great day. Haven't had my day with my family. But anyway, we're gonna react to top 10 Bali Travelers Paradise. Just from the first picture that I see on the screen, it is amazingly beautiful. We know Indonesia. We know Asia is beautiful. Asia is such a unique part of the world. Let's just go ahead and check it out. Let's react to it. Let's be amazed. Let's do this. I'm excited.
Let you in on a little secret here.
What is
the
it?
hidden gem of Southeast Asia is not here. Bali is probably the most visited place in all of Southeast Asia.
Is it?
There is a reason behind the madness, and I'm here to show you why you need to book your next ticket.
Show us.
My name is Christian LeBlanc, and I'm a travel vlogger from Canada. I've been making videos for the past 2 years across Southeast Asia, and I've probably
So
spent
beautiful.
about 3 months of it in Indonesia. Now, without further ado, let's hop into the video. Starting with number 10. Seminyak is probably the most developed part of Bali. Staying in an incredible villa, just like you see here, could literally cost you just as much as staying in a 4-star hotel in a Western country.
Expensive.
Oh wow, this is...
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful.
Here we are.
But expensive.
How nice is this? Money just goes so much further here. While I don't rank Seminyak high for the adventure factor, it definitely has a lot to offer if you're just looking to put your feet up, enjoy some luxury living. But one of the incredible things about Bali is the living cost is much more affordable. It is home to many resorts, incredible fine dining,
it's a lot of motorcycles.
And speaking of good food, Motel Mexicola is a great place for nightlife and food. But be wary, it is quite expensive. Number 9 is Gunung Kawi. Now, I'm probably not saying it right, but this is an incredible temple built into a hillside.
That is amazing.
The environment is in the lush green forest of Bali, and there's something very unique about being here.
Rice terrace?
You feel like you're experiencing some of Bali's history. The entire complex was actually built in the 11th century as a massive tombstone for the king and his family.
Wow.
The incredible tombstone is surrounded by a beautiful rice terrace.
What a history.
Worth exploring. Next up on the list is Jimbaran.
Jimbaran.
I had one of the most remarkable sunsets of my entire life.
That's a beautiful sunset.
Jimbaran can also be quite touristy. There's a lot of people that go here to enjoy the sunset, enjoy some fresh seafood, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. You can definitely expect some crowds, but have a remarkable night with some great food. We had a delicious entree of seafood at one of the restaurants here, and there's many to choose from. Bali is filled with incredible waterfalls, but the two that stood out the most to me are Tugunugun and Padang Bulia. These two waterfalls are an incredible day.
Rainbow.
Tugunugun is probably the most visited of all the waterfalls, but I'm actually sharing a little secret here.
Wide one.
Padang Bulia is by far one of the most unknown waterfalls that is worth visiting in Bali. This is truly a local secret and a Lost LeBlanc find. Although
you just told the world, dude.
It is no less magical, and it is definitely a photographer's dream.
Absolutely.
You don't have to compete with the crowds, and you still get a magical scene. If you're traveling for photography purposes, this little Balinese gate here is actually a very popular photography destination. There's Balinese gates just like this one here all over the island, but this one is, in my opinion, the most iconic. This gate here is actually kind of on the way back from Padang Bulia, so it's definitely mixed into a day trip together. If you're looking for someone to show you around Bali,
What's the gate's meaning? There's got to be a big meaning for it.
Around a couple of times, and he's the best tour guide I've ever had. Keeping on the theme of the Balinese jungle, we are now going into the depths. This is Ubud. Ubud is a really cool, kind of yogi, easygoing town that has a very unique Balinese culture to it. It's filled with local markets, coffee shops, incredible restaurants, high-end hotels,
well, that'd be fun to explore.
Hotels, so it fits all budgets. Ubud is pretty much a must-visit place if you're coming to Bali. It definitely is one of the more popular tourist attractions, so it does get busy. If you're looking for a fun day trip, one of the things you can do is the monkey jungle. Although, again, a bit of a tourist trap, it is quite fun to be able to see all these monkeys. Also worth noting, if you're looking to do a little interior decorating with your house, Ubud is full of these local craft shops. The thing that I love most about Ubud is that once you get out of the proper town area, there's some incredibly relaxing hotels or villas that you can stay in. We stayed in one place that was called the Glamping Resort, and essentially we felt like we were in the middle of the jungle, but with the comfort of nice amenities and great food. Cinnamon, apparently it has some of the best uploading speeds in all of Ubud. Good
there you go.
Very challenging at times in Southeast Asia. One thing I will definitely caution you on, though, is that Ubud is surrounded by rice paddies, and rice paddies are inhabited by insects.
I don't know if you can see this, but look.
It's a lizard.
This thing on our window. My God, it literally just ate them off. It happened in the
That's cool.
There's a lizard on the wall.
Don't be afraid.
In my room, including nest.
Is that a bat?
As soon as night struck, there was a couple villas we stayed in where the open concept became our worst nightmare.
Wow.
Just make sure you're prepared because, you know, it might just bug some people.
That's breathtaking. Nice joke.
Number 5 is actually a place that's not in Bali, but it's close enough I thought I would include it. These are the Gili Islands.
Ooh.
I've visited countless islands in my life, and the Gilis are some of my favorite. There's simply nothing more laid back. There are no cars.
I wanted that hammock.
Pedal bikes. That basically gives you an idea of the pace on the island. Everything
nice and slow and relaxed.
Everything is very relaxed, and you can stay in fairly nice accommodations to budget backpacker accommodations, basically the full spectrum, but definitely expect to spend more money on accommodation.
So beautiful.
On beer, and
can't say it enough.
Everything will be about twice the price, if not more. The Gilis actually had surprisingly great nightlife as well, which is something I wasn't counting on.
Look at those waves.
Enjoyed. A lot of people will come here with the intention of staying a day or two and end up staying a full week. You can definitely find yourself getting in a bit of the nightlife routine.
I want to stay.
They actually have some snorkeling tours, and they're only like $5 or $10. They're super affordable.
$5 or $10 for snorkeling? Can't beat that.
Goggles, and they even bring you to a place where you can get some food. Now that's pretty much where they make most of their money, because there is a markup on the food, but it's totally worth the day trip. Even if the snorkeling was very mediocre at best, it's a great way to meet people, and it often leads to a great night out. Of course, one of the main activities of being in the Gili Islands is simply sitting on a recliner chair and drinking a beer. The beer of choice
I'm fine with that.
is called the Bintang, and I must say it is some of my favorite beer. Now, the next on the list is Kuta, and Kuta is actually a place that has very mixed reviews. Depending on who you talk to, some people will say they loved it, some people will say they hated it.
People? Too many people?
People come here to party, get cheap food, cheap drinks. Essentially, it's the most westernized part of Bali, and it's pretty much the nightlife capital of the island. This is definitely a place that a lot of backpackers like to come, but there are high-end budget people that stay here.
It'd be fun to spend a couple days there.
It has pretty much everything for every budget. If you're just wanting to get into surfing and you're looking for a great beginner's place, Kuta actually has a beach that's fantastic for that. The waves are very manageable, and you can pretty much go down to the beach and rent
beautiful waves and beach line, shoreline.
No security deposits, no insurance forms to fill out. You simply give a guy like $5, he lends you a surfboard, and you're off.
Heck
now,
yeah.
if you're one of those people that need your Starbucks fix, you won't have a hard time finding one.
I don't need that.
Because it has everything from Starbucks, McDonald's, and pretty much every other popular restaurant chain. Similar to Seminyak, I give it about a 0 on the adventure scale, but if you're just looking to chill out,
beach time,
affordable cost of living from accommodation to food, then Kuta could be your place. Now, number 4 is somewhere I have never been before. This is Uluwatu. This is a place that people absolutely rave about. Uluwatu is in the very southern tip of Bali, and what the architecture is cool is that you have a much quieter environment, but you still have amazing villas, hotels, restaurants, and some of them are even built on the side of a cliff. There's very iconic sites here, including cliffside temples, and I highly recommend you add Uluwatu to your list. The footage you see here is not Uluwatu, but it gives you a bit of a feel for the area. I will be going to Uluwatu first thing when I go back to Bali in like 2 weeks. Now, number 2 on the list is a place called Canggu. And Canggu, or Canggu, depending on how you want to pronounce it,
Canggu's fine.
Is definitely one of my most favorite developed areas in Bali. It's not off the beaten path, but it has enough of a quiet side that you feel like you're outside of the busyness of Bali. And
a lot of surfers, Surfer's Paradise.
There's a lot of surf shops because this is one of the best places to catch the great waves that hit Bali. I tried it as a beginner and I got destroyed, but I will not discourage you from trying.
I'd get destroyed too, dude.
From entry level to expensive villas and hotels. similar to Ubud in the sense it has kind of a laid-back feel to it. It's very chilled out. It's the kind of place where you got those really hipstery, trendy coffee shops and restaurants and other beach town feels to it. If you're looking for what I believe is one of the best places to go out in Canggu, I went out to Old Man's, and yes, that sounds really weird, but that's probably the most popular, and it's right near the ocean, so the after party normally becomes the beach. And my number one recommendation of Bali is... Wow. That was my really bad attempt at a drum roll.
That is a big cliff.
A little text below, so I kind of gave it away. But
oh my gosh.
Penida. This right here is the hidden gem of Bali.
That makes me nervous looking at it.
I'm staying that way for long. I was there about a year and a half ago before anyone was talking about it, and this place dropped my jaw. Within about a 45-minute ferry off the mainland of Bali, we arrived. This place is something out of a dream. It's been over a year since I've been there, and things have definitely changed. First off, going to Nusa Penida from when I last experienced it, it had a bit of a challenge to it. You're definitely going to want to hire a car to show you a day.
Looks hard to get to.
2 days. The roads are very rough, slightly undeveloped, and quite mountainous. You can definitely try to rent a scooter, but this is one of the few places where I think it does make sense to have a driver.
Absolutely.
There are two very notable lookout points. This one right here that basically looks like a dinosaur head, and on the other side of Nusa Penida, there's this one right here.
That makes me nervous, but it's beautiful.
More than the mainland because it's not overly developed, but it is very up and coming, so be ready for more development. I highly recommend you get here as soon as possible because this might not be the same story in 5 years, and these viewpoints might become a whole lot busier.
Right.
Accommodations range from budget to medium scale. I don't believe there's anything too high-end on the island, but again, that could quickly change. That has been my top 10, guys. I hope you liked it. My name is Christian.
Enjoyed it. Loved it.
If you're new here, make sure you hit subscribe because I'm doing weekly informational videos all about traveling across Southeast Asia. And I'm doing a big upcoming trip to Indonesia once again to show you parts outside of Bali. And maybe I'll dabble a little bit in Bali because I just love it so much there.
I can see why you love Bali.
On Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, all of my social medias, it is at Lost LeBlanc. Thanks for watching, guys, and let's get lost in the next one.
Let's get lost in Bali, apparently. That was so beautiful. They got so many beautiful beaches. They got, looked like a lot of party scene. And if you want to relax too, I mean, definitely going to have to check that out. Indonesia, you have a beautiful country. And I know videos can't explain all what you can capture, especially from the culture side of Indonesia. But I'm definitely going to have to, hopefully one day, bring my family there. I'm going to really try because it's so beautiful. And if you don't, you miss out. And I don't want to miss out on it. But thank you for sharing that those beautiful scenes and the beautiful information. If you're Indonesia and you got some more videos you would like for me to react to, comment those down below. And let me know, if you're Indonesian, let me know more about Bali. I want to know all the information I can. I appreciate everything you can tell me. But anyway, that's my reaction. What's your reaction? And if you're not a subscriber, consider being one by hitting that subscribe button and the bell button. And next time you choose a reaction, choose a max reaction for all your reaction needs. Peace, love, and happiness.
Baby, donde tú quieras, yo paso a buscarte. Tú espérame afuera, pa' si no llamarte. No traigas pa'